I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X Blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry, because I'll bet my mom can't cook.
Hello and welcome to Mom Can't Cook, a DCOM podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Luke Westaway.
And I'm the other host, Andy Farron. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome. Sorry, Andy. Could you sound a little far away from your mic? Could you just come in a little bit closer?
Sure, I can come in.
Closer? A little closer?
Yeah.
What was that incredible blue light as we got closer? Some sort of magical discharge seemed to issue forth. What could it... Andy, oh my gosh, do you think this means that you and I are magical long-lost alien twins? Hey, he's not saying anything. Oh, he doesn't smell so good. He kind of smells a bit bacony. Oh, I think possibly that was just electricity. Oh no. Oh, he's back.
Oh my God. Oh, Luke.
Hey, Andy. Everything's fine. I briefly thought you were an alien, but it turns out you were just near fatally electrocuted. So.
Oh my God, that is so funny. That's exactly what I thought must have happened. Luke, we must be alien twins. Let's touch it again.
Okay. Let's touch together. 12 hours later.
Okay.
I've just regained consciousness.
We need to stop touching the microphone.
Andy,
what?
We regained consciousness at the exact same moment after 12 hours?
Oh my
coincidence?
God, that can't be a coincidence.
We're probably alien twins. Let's get close and see if any magic comes out.
Let's do it again.
Folks,
okay. Well, it's time to talk about Escape to Witch Mountain.
All right. Okay, this is a confrontational energy, but look, listen, listener. When you're talking about 1995's Escape to Witch Mountain, you have to make your own fun. This film is dog
It's such a weird movie.
It's boring.
It's like an episode of like Dynasty that ends with an alien abduction.
I don't know how it's so incomprehensible and yet so dull. It's like it posits an almost impossible internal law that I just have no interest in learning more about. It's got that kind of earnest, sparkly, oh, what's really going on? We're all connected, aren't we? Kind of makes me think a little bit of a Ring of Endless Light. It has some of that sort of earnest magicalness to it.
No, don't give her medicine. Give her love from the heart.
Come to the light. We are all of light. But I'm like, shut up.
Oh my
Why won't
God.
this film end?
Yeah, this hour and 20-minute film has been going on for 4 hours.
Oh my gosh. And the officially, if they ever did like a ranking of the most tedious and boring fictional aliens, then the aliens in this would be top of the list.
Yeah, it's the real Mr. Burns. I bring you love.
Bring you love. Yes, except they don't do anything as exciting as glow. I mean, I suppose they do emit
They've
light.
got purple LEDs.
Yeah. Okay, focusing on the positives. The hair is astonishing. And this film is, of course, a Brink reunion, a pre-union. The Brink pre-union, because it is Erik von Detten and Sam Horrigan, Brink and Val from Brink, before they were in Brink.
Yeah,
Pre-union.
the original heated rivalry that was Val and Brink from Brink.
Yes.
Escape to Witch Mountain, of course, an idea so good that they've made 5 movies of it, most recently in 2009, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So,
I spoke to a fan of the Witch Mountain series.
No, you didn't, you liar. Why would you make up a lie like that?
I was out at the pub for a friend's birthday, and I was just happened to mention, like,
and the landlord said, "Witch Mountain? Or I've heard those words around here for many a year." Why
I was like,
we all
doing
love the Witch
Escape
Mountain.
from Witch Mountain on this stupid podcast I do. And they were like, oh, I love Witch Mountain. And we talked about it for a while, but I didn't manage to sort of bottom out why anyone would like this. Maybe we haven't watched the 1975 one. Maybe it's a magical experience.
Maybe they meant the 1975
one
or the 1978 sequel.
returned from Witch Mountain, so they came back, I guess.
Well, they probably returned from Witch Mountain because the actual Witch Mountain is not important to the story in any way.
No.
It doesn't do anything.
Witch Mountain is essentially a sort of interstellar car park where you wait for your bus.
Yeah.
Has no significance whatsoever. It could be anywhere.
Yes, and it's not even. I don't even think that that the car park needs to be on this mountain in particular. I don't know. Like it felt like nothing to me. But
they say it's magnetic,
maybe,
but that has nothing to do with anything either.
No. Well, look, maybe it'll come into sharp, beautiful focus as we recap.
As we listen to this trailer for Escape to Witch Mountain.
Fear separated them.
Where are you taking me?
Don't move.
Where's my sister?
Fate reunited them.
Do I know you?
And faith guided them.
Did you know that would happen? No. We have to keep this a secret. Just until we figure things out. Don't get in your car, Mr. Wolf.
Those kids can make things fly.
Let's make our escape plan.
Family Channel presents Disney's Escape to Witch Mountain, Sunday night at 9:05.
Any other top-line thoughts before we get into Escape to Witch Mountain? I keep wanting to call it Escape from Witch Mountain. I think Escape to Witch Mountain sounds like an ad for a holiday resort.
Escape to Witch Mountain.
Yeah.
You'll find it's magnetic and boring.
You'll find there's weird purple men all over it.
Well, you know what? I'll just read my top line notes verbatim. Difficult watch, astonishing hair, boring aliens. All the alien magic is like stuff on nylon thread and woo sounds. That's it.
All right, good.
That's it. I was very disappointed. I thought the effects in this film were incredibly unambitious.
Yeah.
But fine. Yeah.
But the hair, as you say, spectacular.
The hair is special, and I do think that the core cast are extremely likable. Little Erik von Detten is just so freaking cute. Elizabeth Moss, obviously a very talented actor, and sort of bringing I don't know, elevating the script. I think that guy, the man from Uncle, is the villain. What's his name?
Yeah, that guy. I forget his name. We'll get to it.
Okay, so we open on a bit of voiceover from a character who is, as far as I can tell, never named.
Yeah, she's called Zoe Moon in the IMDb entry for this movie.
Yeah,
but I don't think anyone ever calls her that.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone ever calls her. But anyway, we open with Zoe. She's a woman. Want to hear an amazing story? She says, yes, I would, actually.
I would love that.
Unfortunately, we have to hear Escape to Witch Mountain instead.
Unfortunately, all the Disney Channel has for us today is Escape to Witch Mountain.
I grew up in the shadow of a mountain, says Zoe. I used to hike it, but heard it's haunted, so I didn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
She says that some folks worship the old rock, but nothing seems to change in this slow old town.
It's called Witch Mountain because it's supposed to look like a witch. So the logo of the film has a sort of old witch face.
Yeah.
And that crossfades into this mountain. But
it doesn't
I would
look
say
anything like
no, I would say it looks more like, for a deep cut, I would say it looks like Sissel from the Capcom video game Ghost Trick.
Okay, yeah.
Or Freakazoid from the cartoon Freakazoid.
It does look like Freakazoid.
It should be called Escape to Freakazoid Mountain.
Escape to Freakazoid Mountain. In Wookiee Hole, there's a bit of rock that looks passingly like a witch. It casts a shadow that looks like a witch.
Right.
And that is a bit of rock that looks like a witch. I've seen a bit of rock that looks like a witch.
Okay,
and
this
I'm not
mountain
impressed
is not
by
it.
This mountain. No. It looks like a witch in the same way that people will point at a constellation and be like, that's a bear. Off it is.
Yeah, it's 3 dots.
It's 3 dots.
Yeah, you got to use your imagination. You got to fill it in around the edges. All right, do one, old astronomers, Galileo.
Yeah, right.
Get lost,
okay.
idiot.
Zoe
Come up with a new scam. This one isn't working.
Yeah, this one's all
right,
played out.
Here comes the ask for money. It's like, I've seen a bear in the sky and I just need I need a grant of money to study it. Yeah, I bet you do, Galileo.
I bet you do. Oh,
yes, last week it was, I'll wash all your windows. I've got a bucket and a sponge. And now it's the stars, is it? Sling your hook.
I'll tell you where the Little Dipper is for free. The Big Dipper's going to cost you. Ursa Minor, you can have that one gratis. Ursa Major, I'm going to need an upfront payment.
You tell you, that is one great bear. You're going to want to see it.
Well, all right then, here's the money. What, those 3 stars? Are you serious?
Yeah, look at it. You can imagine it coming at you. Arr. Get him, fellas.
And that's how Galileo got strangled. Okay, Zoe says, oh my God, we are 1 second in. Zoe says, Most folks who come to wherever we are pass through the Witch Mountain Cafe.
I'm a woman who's never named, and I live in a town that's never named.
It's never named. Lonely people, searchers, outcasts, anyone travelling through this town, they all pass through the Witch Mountain Cafe. It's a sort of roadside diner where she works behind the bar.
Yeah, we see some of the weirdos eating dinner in there. There's a table of cloaked druids eating some hash.
Some Gandalfs.
Yeah.
There's like some gamblers as well. And I think like fortune tellers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Archetypes collect in this place.
Yeah.
Then something amazing, says Zoe. It was a morning like any other. Sheriff Bronson was taking up his usual spot at the bar, and we meet new character Sheriff Bronson. He's sort of a baddie, but mostly he's just stupid, I think. Just there.
Yeah.
He seems like he's going to be more of a baddie than he ends up being, because he has like a weird, extremely creepy smirk.
He has a creepy face. He's played by the actor Kevin Teig, I think is how you pronounce it, who appeared in one of my favourite episodes of Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, yeah.
He also, you may have seen him recently in One Battle After Another. He's the president of the Stupid Christmas Society, whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
The Christmas Adventurers Club.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yes. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, in the bar he says, gonna be pretty lively tonight, in a sort of weird and unsettling way.
Zoe, who's clearly like owns more than one crystal, says, I heard someone say the mountain's pulse is strong tonight. And the sheriff's like, shut the up, Zoe. You're an idiot.
Nobody likes all this magnetic mountain talk. And he stares at her and she walks off. With so many souls in the universe, she continues in voiceover, do you ever wonder why certain paths cross?
No.
A mysterious connection, perhaps?
Nope. Don't wonder about that.
And we see a rusted old car pull up into a siding. The music gets really sinister as a stooped wizard.
An old wizard gets out of a car.
All right, and enters the cafe. Okay, so a few things. Firstly, this guy, he looks like he's here for a Gandalf convention but got violently mugged on the way. So he looks like a Gandalf that just woke up in a ditch.
Yeah.
He's, sort of filthy and unkempt. His hair is...
He's bummish.
Wild. Yeah. He is played wonderfully by Brad Dourif, who you will know as Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Or Chucky from the Child's Play franchise.
Yes. Astonishingly confusingly, he plays two characters in this film, but no one mentions that until, I think, like the 70-minute mark.
Yes.
They just expect you to figure out what's going on.
He plays Bruno, the role reprised by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the 2009 remake.
What? Is that what The Rock is?
Yeah,
he's this character.
Yeah,
mugged
he plays
Gandalf.
Bruno. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Zoe offers, what's his name? Bruno some coffee, but the sheriff says, no, don't offer him coffee. He's too stinky and gross. He's on his way out of town.
Go to the next town over where they have a shelter for unhoused people.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I guess I'll be going then. But Zoe is kind, and she's like, hey, I'll get you a slice of pie to go, gentle Gandalf.
Yeah.
He smiles at this act of kindness.
Anyway, forget about gentle Gandalf, because then Zoe goes outside
to take out the trash.
And to her surprise, a kind of killer GoldenEye space laser impacts in the yard.
And there are two little children, little babies, holding hands, and all purple is coming out of their hands.
Yeah.
And then she sort of has a stroke and collapses.
The babies are pressing their hands together wearing matching lilac jumpsuits.
Yeah.
And Zoe faints dead away. You're probably thinking, listener, what an intriguing mystery. I can't wait to hear how two extraterrestrial babies came to be in this spot. Well, guess what? You're not going to find out.
You're not going to find out. Sucks to
the
be
film
you.
is going to act as if it's revealed the mystery of who these babies are and where they came from, but it will never answer the central mystery of why did a baby come here? Why did you send
Everyone will nod
babies?
sagely at the end of the film as if all your questions are answered, but they won't be, listener.
It would be like if Superman showed up on Earth, but Krypton hadn't been destroyed, and there was no reason for him to be. It was like, why did you send a baby?
Do you want to come back, Superman? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good movie, everyone.
So Zoe faints dead away,
Let's remake
and
it twice.
the babies see that she's fainted dead away, and we get voiceover, which is the babies talking to each other with their minds, and they go, is she okay? She's just afraid. say the babies like Mr.
Yeah,
Burns.
in baby voices. Meanwhile, Bruno is scarfing down pie in his truck. He looks out of his window and he sees that there are purple children in the flatbed of his truck. What are we doing here, thinks one. Waiting for someone who's not afraid, thinks the other.
Okay, how did the babies get in the back of the truck?
I don't know. Because they weren't in it a second ago.
No, and they're not in the fullness of time going to turn out to have like teleporting powers or anything like that.
No.
I don't understand how they got in the back of the truck. I watched it a few times. I was like, did they beam down into the truck and I just saw it wrong or something?
Or did they float over there and we just didn't see it happen?
I don't know. Anyway, it's not clear how the babies got in a truck or why they've got in this truck, because they're waiting for someone who's not afraid and they've chosen the most afraid man in the county.
Yeah.
Because he immediately starts panicking, throwing babies all over the place.
Don't worry, though. Bruno knows exactly what to do. He leaps from the cab of his truck, panicking. He picks up one of the babies and sprints across the yard and then slam dunks it into a laundry van.
What would you do if you looked in the back of your truck and someone had left 2 babies there that you didn't know? Well, probably you'd fastball one into the back of the truck and watch as it drives away and then sort of run around in circles holding the other one.
Yeah, sort of not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
That sequence of Batman with the bomb from the 1960s Batman movie.
Yes.
Just sort of running around with a baby, doesn't know what to do with it.
It is like that.
So one of the babies has been placed in this laundry truck. Where are you taking me, she thinks. Wait, don't leave me alone, she thinks. Bruno runs back to pick up the other baby, to like fastball that into a lake or something. But then out of the cafeteria comes a second Brad Dourif, who is all like clean shaven and clean cut and dressed like a delivery man. And he walks to the back of his truck where there's an obvious baby, throws some stuff in there. 16 more stops today, he says, and slams the door, and then he drives off. So the babies are separated. Where's my sister, thinks one. I can't hear her. I can't even feel her, he thinks.
That's what the baby thinks. The baby voices are, I'm 99% sure, Erik von Detten and Elizabeth Moss doing
baby voices.
Baby voices. It's quite pretty adorable. They're like, I can't even feel her.
Let's play it, brah.
Yeah. So one baby got sort of taken away in a laundry van and the other one was not.
Yeah.
It was, I guess, found by Zoe and...
Well, the sheriff comes out and he's like, hey, don't even move. Stop killing that baby, you transient.
Yeah.
And Brad Dourif freezes.
And that's basically the end of the scene. We then cut to 9 years later.
Yeah.
We come back. It's nighttime. We're in the forest. Erik von Detten is here.
Yeah.
A little boy. He's like 9 or 10. I think he's like pissing in a bush or something or hiding. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not clear. But he's spotted in this bush and he runs away. Chasing after him is the sheriff from before. He catches up with the boy who is called Danny and says, "Boy, am I getting tired of chasing you." So we infer that this little boy is a regular runaway from foster homes.
Yeah, we get Zoe come in with some VO again. She's going to, like, occasionally when the film remembers, she'll, like, pop in and narrate some stuff.
Yeah.
And she says, he'd been running for years and getting nowhere. Funny how life is when you surrender. It always seems to take you where you need to be. Just surrender.
Just surrender.
Don't fight
these
it.
These are just words. How does Zoe know this?
Yeah. She can't. There's no way she could know this. She's never told this. And by the end of the film, Erik von Detten has removed himself from the planet Earth entirely, leaving no way of telling her this. So, yeah, no way. I assume she's like, I expect this is what happened.
She could have asked the sheriff. The sheriff doesn't die. He's still alive. He's still on Earth by the end of the film.
But what's she going to say? Did you ever catch Erik von Detten pissing in a bush and chase him? He'd be like, oh, yeah.
And he'll say, yeah. It's funny, though. When he finally surrendered, I took him where he was always meant to be, which in this case is Ashland Children's Home.
Yeah.
So we see Danny being driven up to the latest place where he's going to be staying. Yeah, kids' home. It's like a sort of free-range orphanage. It's like a home for kids who have nowhere else to go. It's administrated by one woman who seems to be barely in control, but not in a fun way. She just is. And it's got like huge grounds and loads of outdoor space and forest and stuff to play in.
Erik von Detten, we're told, has gone through a dozen foster parents. He didn't like any of them, though. He wants a family, he says. I'm sorry, Danny, says the woman who runs this foster home, a Mrs. Brown. But according to this file, you don't have a family.
Is that what the file says? Okay, Mrs. Brown. Is that what the file says? I doubt it. And also, is that a constructive thing to say to a 10-year-old?
Yeah. And then she's like, I'm not sure we have room around here at the home for troubled children for a troubled child, she says.
Yeah. It says here that you don't have a family.
Well, no, I wouldn't be here if I did. It's a home for troubled orphans. It's an orphanage.
Outside of this meeting, Val from Brink, who here is playing a boy called Xander, is spying on the meeting using like a dental mirror.
Yeah.
He says, looks like we got ourselves a poke.
A Poe, I think. You might be wondering what that means. Well, don't, because the film doesn't explain it. And we'll use it several more times.
I think it means like a newbie.
Yeah.
Like, looks like we've got ourselves a new boy or something. He shouts down to a gang of other kids, get the pit ready. And they say, aye, aye, and run off. Ooh, pretty exciting. Can't wait to see what the pit is. Sounds dramatic. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Nothing's going to happen in this whole film. Later on, Danny gets the tour. Nobody knows he's an alien, not even him, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not clear how much he knows. He's introduced to all the kids, and Xander's here, and Xander says, want to see my tree house? It's everybody's tree house, says Mrs. Brown, trying desperately to control Xander, who is the real king of the orphanage.
Xander pushes her down hard and spits on her.
Everyone goes, ooh, like that.
Yeah, they go over to the treehouse. EVD climbs up there. He looks around. It looks like the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse from Disneyland. Yeah. You designed this place? He asks Xander. Oh, yeah, says Xander, of this fairly normal treehouse. Yeah. There's something we like to do around here to new kids. Close your eyes, he says. Sweet, trusting EVD immediately snaps at him. Why should I? Xander says that, oh, yeah, I used to be scared too. And then EVD says, fine, I'll play your stupid game. Xander leads him over to a slide, pushes him gently down it. Erik von Detten slides gently down into some soft leaves. Everyone enjoys a nice laugh, and Xander honks on a duck call. Chuckling, Erik von Detten says, nice one, lads, and everyone is friends.
No, that's not.
Oh, wait, no, that's not actually what happens, is it, Lee?
No. Instead, I mean, it is up to a point. He goes down a slide into a small pile of leaves. It doesn't look painful, but everyone treats this like a brutal disgrace. They all howl with derisive laughter. Danny roars from the ground. You think you're so great. Chicken, that's what you are.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Xander can't bear this. With a cockerel crow, he jumps headfirst down the slide and slides slowly on his belly down into the small pile of leaves.
And then rolls around like it's acid.
Honestly, watching this, it looks like his neck breaks when he goes into the leaves. He lands so painfully.
His body goes one way, his head goes the other.
Exactly. He goes in a way that seems unscripted. Like
it cuts to the next shot, and it's very obviously a different actor for the rest of the film.
In the background, the original Xander is being like wheeled away.
And from now on, Xander is played by Sam Horrigan.
Yeah. So Danny and Xander tussle in the leaf pile until a girl runs up, going, stop, you promised no more bullying.
It's Elizabeth Moss. She's playing Anna in this. Mm-hmm.
She asks if Danny is okay, and he stares at her for ages. Do I know you? They say. They kind of are already completing each other's sentences. Yep. It seems as if there is a barely remembered alien twin connection between the two children.
It seems as if that's the case.
Yeah.
We cut to the bus from the orphan home. The kids all run off it, screaming into some wilderness. I want you back here in an hour, shouts Mrs. Brown, unheard. So, 30% of those children are not coming back.
Yeah, so as far as I can tell, the day's activity is go into the untamed wilderness and be back in an hour if you can.
They just flee. It's like cockroaches when you turn on a kitchen light. They all just scatter in every direction into the wilderness.
Anna, Danny, and Xander. Wow, that's really hard to say.
Yeah.
They go and regard the Witch Rock, which looks like nothing.
Freakazoid Mountain.
Yeah, Xander sees an opportunity to scare little Danny.
Look. The lady. You see her in my nightmares.
That's because it's haunted. You get cursed just by looking at it.
What do you mean?
Why do you think there's so many weirdos in Wade County? They're all witches. The most powerful witch in the world lives up there. She's got this army of big hairy goons that sneak around at night and round up victims.
What?
Can I help it if he's a wimp?
So there we go. Is it haunted? Is it really full of witches?
Yeah. What you didn't see there, listener, is Erik von Detten screwing up his face in fury and just stalking off wordlessly whenever Xander says anything.
Yeah. It's pretty great. Yeah, Danny and Xander, very antagonistic relationship. And we're going to kind of get a hint as to why, because the next scene is in the dining hall of the kids' home. The teacher breaks up an argument between Danny and Xander.
So that was the whole day's activity.
Yes.
They drove to Witch Mountain and looked at it and then came home.
Yeah, looked at it, came back an hour later. After an hour of contemplation of the mountain.
Well, kids, it's 3 p.m, time for dinner and then bed. So, yeah, they're having dinner. Mrs. Brown bollocks Xander and Danny. Even during this bollocking, Danny and Anna lock eyes intensely. Here's a tip, says Mrs. Brown. You win girls like Anna with poetry, not yard fights.
Hey, Mrs. Brown, stop, like, trying to get the children romantically to
hook up your kids.
Yeah. Also, poor Anna here, used as an incentive for the boys to behave better. It's like, oh, I'll tell you what will really impress Anna. Homework.
Yeah, yeah. Not punching.
Yeah.
So they go and sit down at the table. We see that Xander has written, roses are red, birds can fly, I really like you, I don't know why, on a piece of paper.
It's because he was just told that you win a girl like Anna with poetry, not yard fights. So he immediately tries to write poetry, and that's it.
Yeah, we see Danny tuck into a huge-ass plate of salad. Anna does too behind him. They can't see each other, but their actions are mirroring each other, even though they're out of sight. They get up and stare at each other, and they see that they have identical huge-ass plates of salad.
Yeah, they notice that they're doing everything in sync, even sneezing. They say bless you at the same time and look at each other. Xander sees this uncanny scene play out and he screws up his good poem, knowing that he can't compete with a connection like the one that Danny and Anna have. Then Zoe comes back in with voiceover. I'd kind of forgotten she was a going concern in this film.
Yeah, she comes in and she says, meanwhile, miles away, a man dressed in purple was up working late in his purple store. What?
We see a man that meets that description, stacking stuff. He's up on a high ladder. My note is the music tells us we should care, but why?
But why? At the orphanage, the kids are doing the old Marx Brothers mirror bit, and then they touch hands and purple light flies out of their hands. In the purple store, the man up the ladder goes, the light, aye, then falls off his ladder onto the floor.
He falls off his ladder and dies.
Yeah.
Whoa! Did you know that would happen? No. Good to see you again, brother. I knew you.
Okay, so that's the central mystery of the film.
Resolved
disbanded in the first quarter of an hour.
Very brisk, yeah. A little boy sees this all happening and he sees the purple light. And in the store, the purple store man cackles to himself. The reunion, right on schedule, he says.
Seems like we've met our villain.
I mean, yes, the language of cinema
tells us
this is a man not to be trusted around children.
Next thing, Danny and Anna are in the teacher's office being like, hey, Mrs. Brown, heads up, we're twins. And even though there's no paperwork to back this up, she says, wow, amazing, that's great news.
That's so great. And then she's apparently tracked down the deliveryman, Brad Dourif. She says he made 18 stops that night. And as he unloaded bags around that baby, he didn't notice that baby until the very last stop in San Pedro County. That's why they didn't link you two.
How is that possible unless the baby was under the laundry?
We see the baby is just sat in the middle of the laundry. He was willfully unloading. He was like,
it's not a big truck.
With that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, God. Every time he goes back to the truck, it's, I almost forgot about the baby. I'm going to have to figure out something.
I'm going to have to.
One more stop and then I'll figure out what to do about the baby. One more stop
and then I promise I will figure out what to do with that baby.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, the last stop on my drop-off. What's this? The kids' home.
The baby incinerator.
Yeah, they didn't discover you until the very last one. That's why they didn't link you two. I don't know how on earth they figured this out. This is wild. Also, how did they not link them? Because surely the delivery route didn't take more than 24 hours. They'd be like, well, here's a strange baby and no one knows where it is. That's
the
funny.
Sheriff
In this tiny town.
Baby in, yeah.
Yeah, the sheriff
Hey,
just
wait, that was one of your stops,
baby.
wasn't it, Brad Dourif? It certainly was.
Yeah.
Well, mystery solved.
Why didn't they ask Gandalf? Gandalf presumably would have said under questioning that he put a baby in the laundry cart, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah, because Zoe Moon saw 2 babies, and then the sheriff arrested and there was 1 baby, and the only thing that was different was that the laundry cart wasn't there anymore. I mean, this isn't a Sherlock Holmes level mystery.
Yeah, this isn't so much a kind of, wow, the universe sure is wild the way it can make a miracle happen, like bringing these twins back together. It's more like this was a gigantic oversight from every grown-up
9 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Should have been solved about 2 hours after it happened. So Xander is listening to this whole meeting outside with a stethoscope this time. He is relieved to learn that Anna and Danny's big connection is simply familial, so it's fine.
Yeah, he's pleased that they're brother and sister and so won't be, like, kissing each other. Clearly, he's never seen High School Musical. So we cut to Lauren Tom, the actor who plays Amy in Futurama. She's a news anchor here. She's doing a report on Witch Mountain, which has a magnetic field that draws in weirdos. The mountain park has fallen to disrepair, but local businessman Edward Bolt wants to buy the land and spruce it up with all sorts, a campground, a staff of rangers, etc.
Playgrounds and that.
To create a place for kids and families to come and have fun.
We see this news report being aired in the cafe, the Witch Mountain Cafe. Being an ethical news reporter, Amy from Futurama gets both sides of the story, and so then the news cuts to an interview with a local maniac. It's the store owner who says, down the lens, we mustn't tamper with it. The mountain's geocosmic harmonics are critical to the twins. This Sunday it reaches the return threshold. And then he looks straight down the lens and says, I hope they're listening because now is the time to come home to the light.
You hear me? I'll kill all of you.
It's like, okay, well, multiple perspectives on the redevelopment of Witch Mountain there. It's on the one hand, we've got Mr. Bolt who wants to develop the land, and on the other, we've got this
ranting lunatic.
Ranting lunatic who says that this Sunday it reaches the return threshold.
It's so funny because he does this rant down the lens about geoplasmic harmonics.
Yeah.
And Zoe comes in VO and says, I'd been waiting 9 years to hear those words.
Also, imagine the editor in the newsroom reviewing this report before it's aired, because she's doing it live, but these like cutaways to interviews are pre-recorded. They're like pre-recorded segments. So they'll have interviewed the Purple store owner.
They had to go all the way up to the Purple store.
Yeah, he'll have had his bonkers rant. They've recorded it, and then as an editor back in the newsroom, been like, yeah, put it in. It seems good.
So a few things happen now. The sheriff berates Zoe a bit about her saying that she saw twin wizard babies.
Yeah.
We see Bruno, the
sheriff's
hobo.
like, oh, you're crazy, Zoe, for thinking you saw twin babies on the day that we found one baby a minute later.
Yeah, but she also thought that they were wizard babies, so that's,
yeah, of course.
That's strange.
Yeah.
We see the hobo Brad Dourif, who is now wearing a cloak, so he looks even more like Gandalf.
Yeah.
Watching Amy from Futurama do her news report, he's like up a tree.
He lives in the forest now, so he's more like Radagast.
Okay, fine.
The twins, meanwhile, Danny and Anna continue to bond. They chat.
I just want to say that Amy from Futurama's news report ends with the line, whether this park is full of mystical energy or just overgrown with weeds, it's definitely time for me to go home. Good report.
Good report. It's definitely time for me to go home. Okay, the twins chat. Anna's been here 5 years. I'm not sure if that really matches what the teachers said before, but I don't know. There's a limit to how much I want to interrogate the fictional timeline of this movie. They speculate about their mother. I wonder if she was pretty, they ask. She must have been, says Danny to his sister.
Yeah. Are our parents still alive? If they are, they sure didn't want us around, says Danny. Maybe they just weren't allowed to keep us, like they were spies or acrobats or astronauts, they giggle together.
We gotta find them, Danny.
It's impossible. I mean, where would we start? The files didn't say anything.
Shouldn't we at least try?
I found you. That's enough for me.
You're right.
Phew! At the end of that clip there was almost a call to adventure, but luckily the twins managed to avert it.
Dampen that down.
Yeah.
And they will now just be sort of coexisting in the same space together indefinitely.
Yep.
We cut to camp night at the home where the children all have to sleep in the garden once a month so Mrs. Brown can rent the house out to a swingers club or something.
Yeah. Mrs. Brown has some friends coming round. One of them has good coke.
Oh, what fun, kids. It's the monthly sleep in the garden night.
Hooray!
So there's a big self-erecting teepee that Xander has invented. You can join the club, he says, if you confess your darkest secret, like a big dork.
Yeah.
We'll just make our own club, says Danny, and him and Anna leave. And Xander's like, oh.
Yeah, Xander looks sad. So they're in their own tent, Anna and Danny, and they bond more.
Do you want to know what my notes for this section are?
Yes.
The kids waffle on for ages about who was older and how they have telepathy and stuff. They then draw a curtain and make purple light come out of their hands.
Yeah, that is basically it, yeah. The purple light goes... Okay, so as well as being a bright purple light, it does go... like that, so...
And you might be thinking to yourself, how are they hiding this from the other kids? And the answer is they aren't, because they're in a dark garden and their tent is just purple light is streaming out in every direction. And it's going...
It is broadly noticed, mostly by Xander, who looks at it in alarm. Inside the tent, you feel that, say the twins. Loneliness. It's Xander. These aliens are so boring, is my note.
Bring you love.
Bring you love. I sense that Xander feels loneliness.
Up on the porch, Mrs. Brown starts playing like MIDI mall music out of a record player for some reason.
I don't know. It cuts to the next day. She's now like going through the accounts. It turns out that the school or the home is in dire financial straits, but the teacher has a good idea. Put the children to work peeling vegetables.
Yeah. Isn't this a creative way to solve our little financial crunch, she says.
I mean, I guess. Is it, though? Who's buying the peeled vegetables? They're not in a restaurant or anything.
It's not like a little roadside stand of peeled vegetables next to it.
We'll take these to market. Boy, we'll really show all of those fruit and veg sellers when we rock up with already peeled vegetables. Which would you rather buy?
Oh, it seems on the way over here the vegetables went bad because they've been peeled.
Yeah, so it seems like they kind of got dirt stuck to them and flies and stuff.
They're no good to eat. Well,
all right,
kids,
back in the van, kids. We'll try again tomorrow. Danny and Anna, if you can believe it, in this film that has them peeling vegetables for ages, are bored.
These unbelievably powerful alien wizards. Spending quite a lot of time peeling vegetables.
Yeah.
But then Anna is like, I've had enough of our power only being purple light. Don't you wish we had other ones? And then suddenly a bulb of garlic starts levitating around the room. Yeah. And Danny is astounded.
Yeah. She says, don't you wish we had other powers? And then she has one. And she like levitates a garlic around. It goes wee in the air. It's like it is just garlic on string.
Fishing line, yeah.
I'm not saying that it has to be like more sophisticated than that, but there really is. It really is not that visually impressive for 1995.
Yeah.
Anyway, she floats it into a basket. Danny concentrates but finds he is unable to do it. Anna tells him that she just imagines it, and then she psychically beams the message, use your heart, to him.
She puts an arm around him as he says this, and suddenly the whole basket of garlic floats and then crashes down on the floor, spreading garlic all over the place and getting dirt on it and stuff.
Yeah.
How did that happen, says Danny. We were touching, says Anna. I guess it works best when we're really close. Whoa, contributes Danny.
In a Brink-like way.
Mm-hmm. So in her office, Mrs. Brown despairs of the financial problems. She looks behind her to a bookshelf that has a plaque on it saying Ashland Children's Home, funded by Edward Bolt. She calls him. We see Edward Bolt answer the phone. He's Robert Vaughn, a.k.a. Napoleon Solo from The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was so bad, he says, of this film.
That's actual footage of him talking to his agent.
They filmed him secretly from a bush.
And he was like, I've read the script. Actually, I won't do this film. And they're like, joke's on you. We already filmed you going about your day and we're going to use that in the film.
Yeah, say nothing if you agree. I won't say nothing. It's got the word say nothing in it. Checkmate.
Okay, at lunch, Xander invites Anna and Danny to sit with him. He's being much more nicer. He's got a sort of conciliatory air, but Danny's being a little prick about it. So he's just like, and Anna says Danny wants to sit alone. So they walk off.
Yeah.
Xander looks sad.
Xander then catapults a pea at Danny, who rounds on him with a face like thunder.
Yeah.
And then uses his alien telekinetic powers to levitate a banana peel onto the floor, which trips Xander, and he lands hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you would trip on this, really, because imagine if you were holding a tray and suddenly a banana peel that was on it went... sort of like
on fishing wire.
Yeah, on fishing wire, kind of clumsily wobbled over to the floor and came to rest there gently.
Yeah.
You were like, anyway, now to stride purposefully forward.
It's probably to do with that purple light that was streaming visibly out of their tent the other night.
So anyway, Xander slips on it. Ms. Brown comes out and she says, "Are you all right?" to Xander. "Yes, you are. So get up now and clean it up. Mr. Bolt is coming." And we cut to Mr. Bolt. He's at the kid's home. He's cutting a $50,000 check. The press is all here to see this happen. I guess it's big news that children's home funded by man.
By man, yeah.
Children's
love kids,
home that is funded by man continues to be funded by man.
I mean, yeah, the man who funds the children's home does it again.
He's done it again. Well, I mean, when he funded it the first time, was it a sort of one-time payment?
Yeah. You can run this children's home until this check runs out, and then I guess the kids are all going in the river.
Unless you remember to phone me and I'll come over and give you $50,000.
Yeah, just phone me every time the home runs out of money and I'll come round and cut a check for a random amount of money whenever my whim decides.
Yeah. Why did you spend loads of time being like, what are we going to do about the finances? Maybe call the person who's... call the person who funds it.
No.
If you would just
what if the kids sleep in the garden and eat vegetables?
What am I going to do about the finances? I guess I could ask my boss to pay me.
Yeah.
Boss, can you pay me? Yes, of course.
Yeah. At the end of every month, you have to go to your boss and say, I'm really sorry to do this, but can you pay me my salary?
Yes, I can. That's how it would work.
Oh, my God. What a nice man.
Why didn't you come to me sooner? Oh, I'm just sleeping in the garden eating raw vegetables.
Eating raw vegetables. Wow, what a nice man my boss is.
Yeah.
Xander asks Mr. Bolt if he has a pool. Invite us over for a swim, he says. And then Mr. Bolt says, how about a picnic on Sunday? What a nice man. We'll think. Thank you, Mr.
Lovely.
Bolt, say the kids as they leave.
As kind old Mr. Bolt leaves for his car, suddenly little Anna gets a bad feeling.
Thank you, Mr. Bolt. Thank you, Mr. Bolt.
You feel that? Yeah. What is it?
Wait! Don't get in your car, Mr. Bolt.
Why not?
I don't know. I just know something bad is going to happen.
What makes you say that?
My sister has feelings about things.
Oh, you're a little psychic, huh?
And it's a secret.
Please, Mr. Bolt, I'm serious. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Well, I'm sure you don't, young lady. If you'll excuse me, I'm a very busy man.
So she grabs at his trousers, which are made of some sort of tissue paper.
Crepe paper.
Just crepe paper trousers, because they just give way easily, amusingly revealing his pants.
Yeah.
He halts, and because he halts to look around as if to say, who pulled my trousers apart? And in that second, a truck comes around the corner and careens into his car, destroying its door.
Destroying right where he would have been standing.
Yeah.
He turns and looks at Anna with a face like thunder. She looks like someone's just walked over her grave, and then he smiles.
Yeah, his look of shock turns to an avaricious grin. He has an evil plan to do with this psychic child. He immediately is like, as I suspected, a psychic child.
I know exactly how I can monetize this.
I can. Yeah. The only bright spot for me in this whole freaking film is his plan. I can't wait until we find out what his evil plan is. It is so unbelievably good.
What evil Mr. Bolt, who has been altruistically funding a children's home for the last however many years, is going to do.
So good.
Later, Mrs. Brown comes out. Anna and Danny, she says, wonderful news. Xander is observing this through a telescope, and a boy in his employ near him mimes a roof over his head. They got a home, says Xander.
Yep.
Could they not put Xander in like one of the 12 homes that EVD apparently burned through?
No. He burned those bridges so badly.
Yeah. He burned the houses down.
Yeah. What if we don't want to? Ask the twins, but they've got no choice apparently, because then we cut to kindly Mr. Bolt's limo pulling up at the home. Nobody asks any questions or does any checks. Mr. Bolt essentially just rocks up to the orphanage and buys 2 children.
He's like, I'll have that one and, that big one at the back. Yeah.
Yeah. The driver, who is Brad Dourif,
Everyone in this film is Brad Dourif.
It's Brad Dourif. The driver sprints out of the limousine and grabs all their bags and slams them into the car with extreme haste, like he's kidnapping them or something.
Yeah, he's very brisk.
Very brisk. It's really weird, but no one seems to think that this is odd or that any of this is unsavoury in any way.
Yep.
Before they go, Xander gives Anna a duck whistle.
A duck call, and they duck call in each other's faces for absolutely ages.
Yeah. Bolt will have that in the bin ASAP, is my note.
Yeah. Yeah, in the limo, the driver turns round. He's Chucky.
Yeah.
He's like, how you doing, kids? I'm an orphan too, you know. Yeah, he says, you're really going to love Mr. Bolt.
He turns around and says, why would you lay these troubles on the king's already weary mind? I've probably not got that quote right, but it's nearly right.
Yeah.
Which is close enough, yeah.
I love Brad Dourif. He's so great.
He is great. So he actually turns around and says, I'm an orphan too, you know. You're going to love it here. He says that Mr. Bolt's the best boss he ever had. They pull up to some massive gates and they head first to the stables where Mr. Bolt is examining horse flesh. Mm-hmm. He embraces the children. He says that becoming their dad is the least he could do after they saved him from being run over by a truck.
Yep. I want you kids to treat this place like it's home. I want to be your family, he says. I've been supporting the orphanage for years, but true charity is being the parent kids like you need. He then shows them the stables. Anytime you want to take out a horse, just ask Mr. Flynn. Danny looks at an insane horse and he says, what's wrong with that one? And Mr. Bolt says, oh, that's Thunderbolt. And no one's ever been able to break him.
Yeah.
And Erik von Detten makes this sort of gormless face at it.
My note is, obviously, like, this is foreshadowing that the alien children are going to tame this horse. But if an alien can tame a horse, I'm not impressed.
A human can tame a horse.
It's not impressive to me. Or if you give me a horse, it's like, well, you know, a human can't tame this horse, and then an alien can. I'm like, of course, well, it's an alien, isn't it? It can do all sorts. It can do all sorts of... Why? I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed that an alien can do something that a human can't. That's not impressive to me. It's not impressive in a film if you show me an alien and be like, this person can fly because they're an alien. It's like, well, they're an alien, aren't they? Of course they can fly. I'm just not impressed by aliens. It's like an alien where it's like, oh, they've got acid for blood. It's like, well, they're aliens, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's everything's going to be weird.
It's not impressive. It's not. That's normal for the alien.
Yeah,
that's normal for the alien.
That's normal for the alien.
Yeah.
What's normal for you is not normal for us. It's an alien.
Like if you went to the planet Zepton,
yeah,
and they were like, look at him, he breathes oxygen. You'd be like, yes,
that's
normal.
Yes, and I would say to them, you shouldn't be impressed. Because to you, I'm an alien.
I did nothing to get this.
I'm an alien. You shouldn't be surprised or impressed when I do things that you can't do or that are different from the way you generally understand them to be. I'm an alien.
His bodily waste goes out of his body instead of painfully inserting itself into his body.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, well, maybe that you should be impressed by. Sounds like I've got it made in the shade, excretion-wise.
Yeah. I'll be your king from now on.
Yeah. Well, call me King Poops Out.
We'll workshop it later. We cut to the kids driving up to the main house. Anna looks at the chauffeur and says, I know you. You remember? Says Mr. Bolt. Yes, you met him a long time ago before you met me. Do you remember when? And Anna says, I was a baby. He drove me somewhere. Mr. Bolt explains that the chauffeur is, in fact, the delivery man from earlier. I don't believe in coincidences, he says. I think we were all brought together for a reason, to share a common destiny.
Him saying this is met with a sort of long silence from the children.
Yeah, the children don't reply to this. Danny sees the house. Wow, he says. It looks like a mid-range golf course hotel.
Yes, it does. It doesn't really look like a house, probably because it isn't.
Probably because it's a mid-range golf course hotel. Yeah.
Mr. Bolt has a fleet of luxury cars. The kids are shown to their room in the West Wing. It is jam-packed with toys. I don't know what kind of toys you kids like, said Mr. Bolt, so I had Luther buy out the whole store.
Yeah.
Luther is what Brad Dourif is called, if we didn't cover that.
There's a fiberglass clown right in the middle of the shot.
Yeah.
Really draws the eye.
Presumably, it was a huge relief to the toy store owner when Luther swung by and bought his entire stock of filthy clown puppets and Parasaurolophus heads. There's like, it's like, also, okay, so you know I said I talked to someone who likes these movies?
Yeah.
They said to me, the thing that I remember really, really liking about the 1975 one is the scene where they get a room that's like completely full of toys and they're told like, you can have all of these toys. And I haven't seen that, but it made me think of, like, in Big, when he is in the toy factory and it's like, you mean I get to play with all of these toys? And it's like, wow, imagine
like Richie Rich, where you see Richie Rich's bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. But the problem is that this one was made in 1995 and these are all a load of frickin' like bleak wartime
oh my God.
bullshit toys.
This is like what you would get if you bought a Victorian mansion that is sort of partially burned down and was haunted.
Yeah.
And you like retrieve all the stuff from the nursery and they tip out all this like greying old like leather hippos and music boxes that summon demons and stuff. It's so scary.
It doesn't look fun at all. It's all he has like burned carousel horses and stuff like that. Whereas in actual fact, in 1995, we should be seeing Danny and Anna being led into a room full of Street Sharks action figures.
It's like if you were making a video game and you bought a Unity asset pack called Haunted Nursery.
Yes.
It's like, these are all the 3D assets. Yeah.
It should be Buzz Lightyear's.
Yeah.
And what else is popular in 1995?
Rollerblades.
Shaving Fun Ken.
It should cut to both children shaving Ken.
Shaving Ken. The doll came with a bearded Ken who, with a little hot water and some, quote, shaving cream, could have the hair shaved off his face.
Could be totally hairless. Totally hairless Ken.
Well, he's got head hair, but that presumably doesn't come off.
Oh, good.
Or it would come off, though, wouldn't it? Because every Barbie and Ken ever has their hair pulled out and cut off.
Yeah, exactly. So you could get that Ken pretty hairless, I bet. So the kids can't believe their luck. They sit down and they both start shaving Kens. I'll leave you two to get settled. Welcome home, says Mr. Bolt.
Yeah.
And then they have a pillow fight and wail on each other.
Yes. We cut to dinner time. They're at one of those sort of like big, long tables. Bolt explains that he, their new dad, is an occultist who's always been fascinated. He says, I've always been fascinated by the metaphysical, divination, telepathy, magic. Then he brings out a crystal ball and he's like, look at that. What do you think of that? And they're like, I don't know. And he says, well, guess what? That's the crystal ball of the most famous psychic in the world.
It's the cursed orb of a haunted woman from the 19th century.
Yeah. The children smile politely at their new father.
We have to start trusting each other to be a family, he says, eyes swiveling in all directions as he talks of the mysticism, the mystic arts.
He's basically like, kids, I know that you have powers. And you can trust me. You can show me your alien magic. You can count on me. I promise I'm not nuts.
Yeah. We get a little montage now of Danny settling into his new life as a sort of rich heir to a fortune.
Yeah.
And Anna being quite uncomfortable with the whole situation.
Yes.
So Danny is in the bath playing with a massive toy galleon.
Awesome.
Anna, meanwhile, sits on a rock and blows her duck call next to a pond.
Mm-hmm. Danny has fun skipping stones with Mr. Bolt.
Yeah.
And Anna sits on a haunted carousel horse feeling sad, wishing that her shaving Ken would cool down so she can shave him again.
Later that night, Danny turns up wearing a sort of Gomez Adams silk robe.
Yeah, he's like a silken nightgown. And he tells Mr. Bolt that he trusts him, for which he is rewarded with chocolate-dipped strawberries by Mr. Bolt. And if you're thinking that this doesn't sound like a very wholesome scene, then good instincts. It's not... It's...
They're both dressed like Hugh Hefner.
They're both dressed like Hugh Hefner. Mr. Bolt is like, here, Danny, have chocolate-dipped strawberries.
Have these exquisite chocolate-dipped strawberries.
Yeah, it's...
Perhaps a little cognac.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Elsewhere, Anna finds Luther, who's playing solitaire extremely intensely because, do you get it? He's a twin, so he's lonely.
She's like, wow, I just had a really unsettling conversation with Mr. Bolt. Hopefully I can have a normal conversation with Luther. Anyway, Luther, do you have any friends? She says. Sure, she says. I've got a friend, only he's in my head. I dream about him and he teaches me things.
Like what? She asks. Her heart racing, presumably. Patience, he says. End of scene. My note, this movie can't end fast enough. Also, for the record, Luther's little voice in his head that he dreams about and he teaches me things is, I mean, like, we know that he's got a twin, right? Because we know that he's played by the same
Brad
actor who plays, like, Woods Gandalf. He's both Luther and Radagast. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's just weird. In the bedroom later, Danny is levitating toys. Anna tells him psychically to stop it. She says that she has a funny feeling about this place and Mr. Bolt. She doesn't trust it. He's my friend, says Danny. I'm not so sure, says Anna.
Yeah. She goes to leave the room and the camera pans across her dollhouse, the main window of which has a huge camera lens in it with a flashing red light that goes beep, 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 beep. It's so loud.
If you were to interact with this doll's house in even the most cursory manner, you could not fail to notice. It's like
it's the size of a movie camera lens. It's about I would say it's about 8-9 inches across.
It's like a sort of like a makeup compact, that sort of size. And also, it's got a red flashing light that is always going, and it's always going beep 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 beep.
We see that Danny is being watched by Mr. Bolt on a monitor.
Yes.
Luther is talking to him. He says, I have a bad feeling about those kids, like something is going to happen. My note, I wish something would happen.
I bloody hope so.
Everyone in this film is like, oh no, what if something happens?
Don't worry, we think we can avoid anything happening. So Luther is not sure. He's like, yeah, I don't know about these kids. But Bolt says that if you accept their miracle, everything turns to gold. And he has a plan.
Oh my God.
How long have you been with me? He asks Luther. 9 years, Luther says. And he confides in Luther as they regard a scale model of Witch Mountain. He says, I had some geologists examine Witch Mountain, you know, and I could tell you what his plan is, but I don't think you'll believe me, so I need you to hear it, listeners.
So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I had some geologists examine Witch Mountain. You know what they found? Uranium. Now, it's going to take a lot of money to make that park beautiful. These rocks could pay for everything.
Why are you telling me this?
Those kids can make things fly, Luther. We can mine it without big trucks or dynamite. That way, everybody's happy, including you, when you get your bonus. I need your help, Luther. I need someone I can trust.
Plan is
it's expensive, isn't it, to get trucks and dynamite? A lot cheaper to kidnap 2 psychic children and have them explode Witch Mountain with their minds.
He has seen nothing to suggest that these children can explode chunks of uranium out of the earth. Also, Mr. Bolt, what do you then do with the uranium? Like, won't people want to know where your mine is? Won't people want to know where the trucks are? Do you just have Anna and Danny levitate the uranium onto a truck and Luther drives it to market?
To the market where they sell the peeled vegetables. He's got a little roadside stand that says uranium utensils.
I'm crying. It's so funny to me that his big plan for like the world's first ever psychic people is to do something that having psychic powers would make marginally cheaper.
But I mean, what all they can do is levitate things. How are they going to drill the uranium out of the mountain?
He's gonna be sort of like, he's gonna lead them up to the mountain and be like, right now, use your brains to explode all of the uranium out of it. And they'll be like moving banana skins around.
Either that or he says that, and then down at the Witch Mountain Diner, Zoe looks up and sees the entire top of the mountain detonate. A huge landslide buries the town.
Just because
everyone is dead.
Just because the children, even if they can explode a mountain with their minds, why are these children going to be able to get the uranium in particular? Presumably the uranium isn't in like a large Minecraft cube that can be sort of easily accessed, kind of pulled out in one fluid motion.
It's like in Matilda, if Miss Honey was like, now Matilda, you've got a very special gift and I want you to use it to do some deep sea oil drilling. I don't know if I can sort of levitate a pencil, Miss Honey. Yeah, so that'll come in handy when we're down at the depths.
Matilda, I want to use your unlike Trunchbull, I want to use your powers for good, and that's why I want you to use your psychic powers to lay transatlantic cables to speed up communication. Yes, it is something that humans can do, but it's a bit more expensive. Why don't you do something that only psychic children can do? Like, go to the alien world, or talk to aliens, or get alien technology, or something like that. Or, I don't know.
There's got to be some use for it that would make sense, being able to levitate things. I mean,
do you know what I would do?
Okay, what would you do?
I would and to be clear, this is like within the universe of this film and these children in particular, and I am Mr. Bolts. So, like, okay. I'm a bad guy, right? Mm-hmm. I'd call the US government, and I'd be like, look, one-off payment, $1 billion, 2 dissectable aliens.
But then you would turn up with, like, Erik von Detten and Elizabeth Moss, and they'd be like, these are human children. Well, dissect them and see. Well, no. I mean...
I would rather not.
Yeah.
But, or the government's going to show up to Witch Mountain while it's being sort of detonated and all the uranium. Also, can you just detonate uranium in secret psychically? Is that a safe and thing to do? I have these untested psychic powers. I think it's good, isn't it, when you put uranium under an immense amount of pressure?
Yeah, Witch Mountain is wiped off the map. I would go to James Randi and I would claim his £1 million prize for doing a genuine act of unexplainable magic.
Yeah.
By levitating something around.
Yeah.
And then I'd say... thanks for the $1 million, kids. You can go back to the orphanage.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'd say thanks for the $1 million, kids. This will go nicely with my other $1 million from the US government.
And then bundle them out of the car into the US government.
Yeah, just like, look, one-off payment, 2 aliens. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Deal is done.
Well, yeah, buy 1 alien, get 1 free.
Yeah, I'm offering a... for today only.
Yeah.
I'm offering a deal on psychic aliens.
We got a going out of business sale on psychic aliens because I detonated a mountain. And I got to get out of Witch Mountain.
Because I purchased Witch Mountain on the promise that I would build a playground there and stuff it with rangers. And as you can see, the mountain is now a sort of smoking, glowing green waste with 2 powerful angels hovering in midair with uranium swirling around them.
Yeah.
Andy, I've been having a bit of a problem with my internet, don't you know?
Oh, really? What's the problem? Slow speeds, or you can't get that dancing baby GIF to download?
Well, a little bit of everything. I moved to Witch Mountain, and there's something about the alien magnets in that mountain. The fact that it's so filled with rare earth minerals or something. It just seems to be kind of screwing with my Wi-Fi. I don't know. I just can't get a good signal, so I'm just going to hop on the Witch Mountain Cafe's free Wi-Fi and start doing all of my personal banking on that.
No, Luke,
yes,
you mustn't. Oh,
what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Luke. Witches have stolen your personal data.
No.
And now they're using it in spells.
So there is a witch in Witch Mountain, and it's stolen my data.
It's right in the middle there. Luke, if you'd only used NordVPN, you could have connected to an internet server that isn't affected by powerful uranium magnets. And works normally, because NordVPN is easy to use. You can connect with 1 click or use the automatic connection feature to protect yourself without having to do anything, and it has more than 8,300 servers in 127 countries, letting you change your virtual location easily.
Oh, and the speeds. NordVPN is one of the fastest VPNs on the market. I can testify to that personally because I've been using NordVPN for many years, long before they were a sponsor on Mum Can't Cook, and I find it to be a very useful and intuitive interface and platform, and it works. You can get it on up to 10 devices. You can put it on your Android TV. You can put it on Windows, Android. I've got it running on everything. I've got it running in my eyes.
You can put it on anything at all. You can put it on a witch and it'll work.
Yep.
To get the best discounts off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/mom-can't-cook. Our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description box. Oh, look, out the window, Luke. There go the witches. You foiled them using NordVPN.
Ha-ha.
We'll get you next time, Luke, you jerk.
Oh, yeah.
That was a witch saying that.
Oh, yeah? How about this? A rocket launcher. Oh. Ground to air. Ground to witch.
Ground to witch missile. So just to reiterate, his plan is to use these psychic alien children to extract uranium from Witch Mountain via sort of a vague process that is clear to Mr. Bolt and no one else.
We never see the kids explode anything or do anything that suggests that they could, like, mine for rare earth mineral. Anyway, we cut to Mr. Bolt is glad-handing with the sheriff over a game of tennis at his sprawling estate. The chairman is against you and has the swing vote, the sheriff says. Suppose that the chairman didn't make the meeting, Bolt suggests. Just a little mistake. One of your deputies tows the wrong car, for example.
Yep.
The sheriff isn't sure that he wants to massively abuse his power to swing a vote, so Bolt proposes a tennis wager.
A simple tennis wager. If you win, I'll owe you a big favour. If I win, you'll help me do what's right for the mountain and the town of Ashford, he says.
Yeah. Imagine if you were, torn, if your conscience was sort of twisted over this dilemma. It was like, I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm on the horns of this.
I don't think I want to do a criminal abuse of power just because you're sort of rich and powerful, Mr. Bolt. And he's like, well, how about this? If I beat you at tennis, you do. And you're like, right on. No way, I never lose at tennis.
Yeah, he's confident because he used to play for the state or some such.
Yeah, but of course, Mr. Bolt says, hey, let's have the kids watch.
Yeah, he's got an ace up his sleeve.
Yeah. Danny and Anna explode the tennis court and extract all the uranium from it.
From the sheriff's bones. Too much uranium in your blood, says Erik von Detten.
We are the future, Danny, not them.
So Mr. Bolt lowers his sunglasses and looks at Danny, who grins and waggles his eyebrows. He touches Anna's shoulder and whooshing sounds play. Mr. Bolt serves a supersonic ace using alien child magic. It goes through the sheriff's racket and the wall behind.
Yeah, he could have so easily killed the sheriff by accident.
It's just smoking a hole in his torso.
Yeah. As the sheriff drives away, Mr. Bolt tells the children he wants to adopt them, make it all official. Put on paper what I know in my heart, he says, his eyes big glowing green dollar signs at all the uranium he'll soon be forcing them to extract from a mountain. The kids discuss in the bedroom. Anna wants to run away. She says she's been getting this feeling like we're supposed to be going somewhere.
We're supposed to be escaping to somewhere, I don't know, a mountain or something.
Yeah, I've been getting this feeling like this film is supposed to be going somewhere.
Like we're supposed to answer a call to adventure or, I don't know, anything.
She says that they're prisoners. Danny says, no, we're not, and I'll prove it. And here's the proof. We asked to be driven into town for ice cream.
Yeah, I want ice cream, he says to Mr. Bolt. All right, I'll get Luther to drive you to town, says Mr. Bolt. See, it's like heaven, says Danny. Zoe comes back in with narration. They were drifting apart, she says. He still wasn't ready to let in the light.
What? Yes, he is. He's doing magic all over.
He's doing it all over town.
He's letting in the most light. He's the one who's doing supersonic tennis weapons and stuff.
Yeah. At the diner, we see Zoe in person. She picks up a newspaper and sees an ad for the Purple General Store. She looks like someone just walked over her grave. Jose, take over for me, she says. I've got to go to Ashland. We see her pull up at the Purple General Store and Luther is parked outside with a limousine.
So, by strange cosmic coincidence, they've ended up at the same place. So it's the store and the kids are inside. Luther gets a call in the car from Mr. Bolt, who's like, where are the kids? And he's like, they're in the shop buying ice cream. He's like, the go in there then. Don't let them talk to anybody, he says.
Yeah, beat them unconscious with a car jack and drag them back to the limo.
Yeah. Zoe also pulls up. Anna drops her ice cream cone in the shop, but she uses her magic to recover it. And the owner, who's dressed all in purple, sees this. I knew it was you, he says. Ready to go home, kids? My note is, the Danny and Anna have one normal interaction with an adult challenge, brackets impossible.
No time to explain, he says. Meet me at sunset on the mountain. Which mountain, says Anna. Exactly, he says. And then Luther, the chauffeur, runs in and is like, we're leaving, and bundles the kids out. Good job the kids got driven to the Purple General Store to buy ice cream.
Yeah, right.
As opposed to anywhere else.
Yeah. The kids' choices are to stay with Mr. Bolt and be forced to mine uranium with their brains, or go to meet Mr. Purple on the mountain at midnight.
Go to meet this purple weirdo up a mountain.
Yeah, was last seen on local news ranting about geoharmonics or something.
So they go back to the car. Zoe watches them. Luther asks them about the mountain. He's a bit suspicious. And then Zoe says, it was one of those moments, a mysterious connection. I feel like I knew them somehow, like they had a message for me. Inside the store, which we see sells ice cream, cuckoo clocks, and carved statues of Native American chiefs, Anna sees purple light coming from behind a door marked private. She flings it open, and inside is the owner. I saw it, she says, the light. You mean this light, he says, showing her a photocopier. I know about the twins, she insists. I saw you on TV. She's sort of frothing and ranting at this man.
Tell me where you're from, she says. I'm from Kansas, he says, and then she runs away. And as she goes, he uses psychic powers to close the door and flip the sign to say closed.
Yeah.
So guess what? The purple general store guy is also an alien.
Both actions a human could never have achieved.
As she drives off, she's pulled over by the sheriff for speeding. She's like, there are alien twins getting away and I'm trying to chase them. And he says, I don't think that's good.
I don't think that's true or good.
I don't think that's true or a good reason for speeding.
Yeah.
So she's like, the magic light twins that you don't believe in are in the car up ahead and I'm trying to rescue them. And the sheriff writes her a ticket.
Later on, Danny is fishing from a dock. Anna explains they need to make their escape plans. And he's like, no, it's cool here. That guy in the shop was a weirdo. But he was wearing purple, sobs Anna.
What? Yeah.
All the proof she needs.
All the
that
proof,
he's from
yes.
their alien planet.
Danny isn't convinced that it's important. He could simply be a witch if he wants them on the mountain, he says.
I'm sick of you and your bad feelings. I want to find our real home. Running away will just put us back in that stupid orphanage. It's better than this fancy prison. Well, go on then. Just go back to that stupid little boyfriend of yours. You don't need me, do you?
Erik von Detten's meltdown here is unfortunately deeply hilarious.
Yeah, he's such a sweet boy.
He's such a sweet boy.
You know, in real life, obviously, that he doesn't really do sort of rage very well.
Yeah. But here he really goes for it. It's not really Erik von Detten's issue. It's the music, which is like so overblown. It's like...
Yeah. And then just imagine the sweetest little boy you've ever seen, and you've told him he can't have another ice cream.
Yeah.
And he's like, I hate you. I wish I'd never been born.
So, Mr. Bolt rocks up in a golf cart. He says that he wants to test Anna. Then they're in like his living room. On the table is a lead cylinder. Can you make it fly? He says. She says no. He's like, he's thinking, oh, my plan. This is a pretty bad start to my plan to have her tear apart an entire mountain with her brain.
Okay, well, you can't make that fly.
Yeah.
Let's try something a little different. Can you detonate Witch Mountain with your mind? Done. I can do.
Out the window, it explodes.
Yeah, so there's a scene here where he's trying to get her to levitate this cylinder or like float some rocks into a tube.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand the mining process, I guess.
Well, once the uranium has been extracted, it will need to be put in a tube.
It will need to be floated into a tube.
And I would have to pay a guy to do that. Whereas I could just have my psychic aliens.
I could acquire a child for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine all the other like uranium miners around the globe being like, how is Bolt doing it? He's undercutting us by a small amount.
He must. No, it's too strange. It couldn't possibly. Unless, hear me out, Harold. What if he were to have acquired 2 psychic children?
No, if Mr. Bolt had acquired 2 psychic alien children, then he wouldn't be using them to blow up a mountain, would he? Would you? Of course not.
I mean, did you hear the recent reports of the detonation of Witch Mountain?
I did, but I assumed it was simply achieved using mining tools and humans, the way that we do business. But of course, there's that small undercut again.
It would have cost him the normal amount to do that.
How is Bolt doing it?
So she says she can't do this stuff because Danny is too far away. We see Danny, he's still on his sulk rampage. He approaches the insane horse. Meanwhile, Mr. Bolt has become evil and is now threatening and sort of grabbing Anna and sort of flinging her around and stuff.
Yeah.
And he says, listen here, you little witch. No one says no to me.
Luther knows what's going on, though, and why she can't move the rocks into the cylinder. He tells Mr. Bolt that they have to be together for their powers to work. How do you know that? Says Bolt. I don't know, says Luther. I just know. My note is, why not set your film near a big rock that makes people just know things?
Why not set your film somewhere exciting where exciting things happen?
No.
There'll be no need for that.
I'll set it near a big rock that makes people just know things. That way, whenever it's like, hey, how do you know that? Well, don't forget we're near a big rock. It could be that.
Magnets.
Be all sorts of ways.
We cut to Danny talking to the insane horse. Why are you so unhappy, Thunderbolt? He says, you've got everything here. Nice barn, all the hay you can eat, wait a second, he says, having a realization about their parallel existences.
I too have all the hay I can eat.
I have all the haunted Victorian clowns that I can eat. And yeah, I too am not happy.
We see, while this happens, Luther, with some reservations, locks Anna in her bedroom until she learns to psychically dynamite uranium like a good girl. But immediately, as soon as she's locked up, she gets on the psychic phone to Danny.
Yeah.
"Help me, Danny, I'm a prisoner," she says. And then amazingly, Danny, who's looking at the horse when he receives the psychic message from his sister, of which he has received literally 1,000 in the course of this film, he goes, "Is that you, Thunderbolt?"
Not the sharpest tool in the shed.
And then he opens Thunderbolt's gate thinking that his sister's voice is that of a horse.
Yeah, he frees the horse. "You're a prisoner too, Danny," screams Anna psychically. But then Mr. Bolt turns up at Danny's location and he says, "Come, take her for a spin, Danny. Ever drive a car?" And then he's like... Because that doesn't work immediately, he then sort of roughly manhandles him. He's like, "Hey, buddy, want to drive a car? Want a soda?" Gets him in a headlock.
"Yeah, come on, get in there. Careful, don't damage his brain. I need that to mine uranium." At less cost than it would cost to get the equipment and people.
So Zoe, having not got many answers from the owner of the Purple General Store, she still needs to know what's going on. So she drives up to the Cosmology and Astrophysics department of a local university, which Mountain U, I guess. Inside, a man is adding chemicals to a bowl, which doesn't look like astrophysics. It's the granddad from Luck of the Irish.
Yeah, but what's strange is that here he's doing a very convincing American accent.
Despite obviously being Irish.
Yeah, he's got loads of colourful experiments on the go. He's some sort of space professor who mostly deals in, food colouring. Maybe doing experiments into how colours blend in space.
"What are you doing here?" he asks. "I read about the anomaly and I snuck past security," announces Anna. "I'm not leaving until you talk to me," she says. "I just want to know if people can go through space on a beam of light."
What? I'm sorry, what? "I just want to know if people can go through space on a beam of light."
Yeah. And then he's like, "Okay, well..."
"Yes, no, they can. We don't do it very often because it's expensive, but yes, no, people..."
Yeah.
The scientific community is known for some time that people can go through space on a beam of light. What you do is you stand here on where these two footprints are, and then the beam of light comes out, and you stand on it, and it goes through space.
And you go through space, yeah.
It's so... Okay.
Zoe has burst in here and is just asking toddler questions of the scientists for no reason.
Yeah.
She then says, "How come in movies aliens are always slimy and weird? Could there be aliens who look exactly like us?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess."
I suppose so. That's basically the end of the scene. This guy's not going to be in the film again. And what he tells Zoe is not going to help her at all on her quest.
No. She's like, "Are you saying we could all be from space?" And he's like, "I mean, I guess." And then she sprints out of the room.
Sprints in. It's like, "I need to know, can people go through space on a beam of light?" He's like, "I guess. Could we all be aliens?"
Maybe.
"I guess. Anything's possible. Gotta go."
I cannot stress enough how much that is exactly what just happened in this movie.
Yeah.
And we're not exaggerating.
We're not.
She goes to a professor and asks him a bunch of toddler questions about space that he answers with vague hedging, and then she goes, "Oh my God," and runs out.
So, back at the Bolt mansion, Mr. Bolt is sort of wielding adoption papers at Danny and Anna. "I'm a powerful man in this county," he says. "There's nothing I can't get away with. After all, who are the police going to believe? Me or a couple of orphans?"
And then suddenly a busload of orphans turns up, along with Amy from Futurama and a news crew. Of course, the picnic.
You forgot. If you're Danny and Anna, why don't you just be like, "Okay, then adopt us," and then as soon as the paper's signed, explode his brain. Then you would inherit
a mid-range golf hotel.
But that's probably better than being forced to mine uranium with your psychic powers.
That's true. Just explode his heart. It would look like a...
If you've got children with psychic abilities powerful enough to pull uranium out of a mountain, how on earth are you going to control those children and make them do that if it's not what they want to do?
By being their legal parent. That's the final piece of the puzzle.
Bolt's plan is we've had some bad plans on this on this podcast. This is up there with the Xenon guy who was like, I'm going to blow up my space station for the insurance space. And then at the last minute he gets on it.
But also, does he think this like legal adoption is like the police are going to go, whoa, 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 why are you blowing up Witch Mountain with these psychic children? He'd be like, I own them. Here are the papers.
I'm their father.
All right, we'll carry on then.
Yeah, it's an unconventional parenting style, but I'm sure there's a subreddit for it. Fine.
It takes all sorts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the kids all arrive, all the other orphans turn up.
Yeah.
Amy from Futurama says the network wants to turn this children's pool party into a half-hour special. It's like, what do you mean?
Pool enjoyed by children.
What do you mean this children's pool party is going to be a half-hour news special?
A half-hour news special. I mean, look, not a lot happens in Witch Mountain, and the magnets keep breaking the cameras. They must be all their hard drives are erased every day. It must be awfully
difficult. Put out whatever you can film within 10 minutes. It's going to be on the air, otherwise it's gone forever.
Yeah, it goes all weird.
Can we see the children you took? Asks Xander. I'm afraid they're sick and you can't look at them, says Mr. Bolt. I'm placated, says Mrs. Brown, the owner of the orphanage.
Yeah.
But Xander isn't convinced. He sneaks to the house and he starts blowing his duck call, looking for Anna.
Yeah. So what happens then is an astonishingly stupid scene.
And boring.
Where Xander uses his duck call to locate Anna, who uses her duck call. And I think the idea is supposed to be that if they were to use their voices and shout, like, Anna, Xander, then this wouldn't work.
Luther would hear them and, like, know what they were up to.
But will people not come if they think ducks are in the house?
There's a duck in the house. Luther, take care of it.
Like, if you were just sort of in the next room or in the garden and you heard, like,
yeah. Also, Anna has been wearing this duck call around her neck the entire time, and it's obviously a duck call.
Yes.
If you heard that, you'd be like, oh, Anna's blowing on that duck call that she wears around her neck.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, this, like, duck fart Marco Polo game goes on for absolutely ages. And it's really funny. Like, it ends with them, like, blowing duck calls on the other side of a door.
Yeah.
And then he opens it, and it's like, oh, hello, Xander.
Yeah. She's like handcuffed to a railing in this closet, and he's like, that's sick. I'm calling the cops. But Anna's like, no, we've got to get out of here. Can you help us crack these? Handcuffs, he says, piece of cake, and easily picks the lock. Let's find Danny, says Anna. And then Xander ruins it slightly by being all like, where's my hug?
Yeah, don't I get a hug?
Yeah, upsetting way.
Yeah. Danny is at the stables. By the time they arrive at the stables where Danny is being imprisoned, she's explained everything to Xander, who is kind of disbelieving of their twin alien magic. So Danny's locked in the stables, but there's a huge padlock. Meanwhile, we see Luther finds that Anna is missing and goes to look for her.
Yeah. In the stables, the kids try to use their mind powers to explode the lock. Danny says they're too far apart, but Anna says, don't think, use your heart. And then Danny uses his heart to cast Witch Bolt on the lock, and it explodes.
Yeah. Digging deep, he fires a laser knife out of his hand.
Luther arrives. Danny ties his shoes together with witch magic. They run at him, and then he dives face first into a big pile of manure.
Yeah, and goes like, manure.
Yeah.
You just unlocked Witch Bolt. Just Witch Bolt him.
Witch Bolt him in the groin.
Yeah, right.
He was probably out of spell slots at this point.
If you Witch Bolt him, I can't remember exactly how the spell works, but am I right in thinking that if you Witch Bolted him in the groin, then anyone else who was near him would also get their groin shocked?
Yeah, it would chain into any other groins in.
Chain every turn. Yeah. So the kids run and shelter behind a knee-high haystack like Gears of War. And then they show Xander that they can make purple light. And Xander's like, I guess you're aliens then.
It's like, wow, you really are aliens.
Danny says thank you for saving us, and they shake hands. So now Danny and Xander are friends.
Yeah, they've got to make a diversion now. My specialty, says Xander, and he steals Luther's golf cart while the kids, the other kids, Anna and Danny, they trot out with Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
They're seen by a stable hand, but they race away fast on Thunderbolt. They get to the front gate of the house, riding this insane horse, but it's locked. We'll jump the hedge, says Danny, and they gallop towards it.
So they do it again, and this time Thunderbolt does jump it. Do they use magic to make this happen? It doesn't seem so, but it's pretty impressive because you can see that the line of trees that Thunderbolt jumps is about 3 times his height. So
It's about 20 feet high.
yeah. They ride Thunderbolt to the purple store where the owner ushers them in and uses alien powers to shut the door. And finally, he explains the fascinating lore of Witch Mountain.
Wow, you have the light too.
We all do. Everyone has the light inside. Most humans have forgotten about it.
But who are we? Where do we come from?
We come from a parallel dimension. A planet just like Earth, except everyone has a twin.
So we're from outer space?
Something like that.
I can't believe it. I'm a Martian.
Martian, Earthling, Space Cadet. They're just names. It's what's inside that counts. And inside, we are all from the same place.
So, what are we doing here?
We're here to learn. On Earth, we have emotions. We can feel.
But if we're from another world, why do we look like everyone else?
Millions of years ago, our ancestors came here for a visit. They had so much fun, they decided to stay. Well, then the trouble began. Twins started fighting over worldly things. They drifted apart and lost their powers. Soon, they'd forgotten where they came from and became human.
So you mean everybody comes from our world?
It's worth pointing out that this character is never named in the film, but according to the credits, his name is Waldo Fudd. So I think I'll just stick with the owner of the purple store.
Waldo Fudd. This lore is so boring. I haven't seen the 1975 one, but I looked it up, and there's a crashed spaceship. You know, like there's a crashed ship. There's no spaceship in this. There's nothing. It's just like, oh, we come from the light. We come from the light. We've been in the light.
Yeah, so like aliens came to Earth for a visit, and then they stayed, and then they became assholes and couldn't do magic anymore.
Yeah, and it's like twins drifted apart. But if the twins can drift apart, why haven't twins drifted apart in the home dimension? Maybe because there are no natural resources like uranium mountains to fight over.
I guess.
Maybe they're bubbles or whatever.
It gives me a headache. I don't.
It's so enervating, isn't it? It's just so weak.
Yeah.
It's so boring. And we're nerds. I love lore. I love like a world. I love a secret backstory to the universe in this, I want to know the ontology of the Witch Mountain universe, and it's so boring. And it also doesn't explain anything.
No.
Why did the parallel universe send 2 babies in? Was it an accident? Did the babies fall in the hole at the was it like bring your kid to work day at the portal? And
someone slipped on a banana peel that got levitated under their foot. Does everyone come down when they're a baby? Because they say that Luther later, they're like, oh, he's been avoiding the bus home for 45 years. And there's this this 9-year thing where you can only go back once every 9 years to the alien planet, we're told.
So you either go back when you're 9 or when you're 18 or
27. Yeah.
What? Why does anyone go to Earth? Why does anyone go to... Okay. Let's come back to this when we have all the facts. There aren't going to be any more facts, just to be clear. But you might be thinking, well, hey, Luke and Andy, there's still a bit left of the film. Probably it'll all
Maybe
become
they'll probably explain it all satisfactorily.
Yeah. So outside, we see the cops find the shop. So, everyone is hunting for these kids now. Bolt is having the sheriff hunt high and low. Inside, the owner explains to the kids that they've been given amnesia for their own protection. Explain to me how it makes you safer. Also, when were they given amnesia?
By whom?
By whom? Did they give amnesia to the babies? Why? He says, it's my job to make sure you get back to the bus on time. He's a sort of intergalactic chauffeur or whatever, something like that.
Yeah. When do we leave, ask the kids? Today at sunset, unless you'd like to stay for another 9 years. They get a weird feeling. They realise the cops are outside. The kids go and hide. The purple man is sort of obstructive to the cop, but then lets him in. And He comes in and starts searching the store for the kids who are hiding under a table. Another cop car pulls up outside and they lasso Thunderbolt, who goes insane.
Yeah. Meet us in back, Thunderbolt. They tell Thunderbolt psychically, but Thunderbolt can't do that because of this lasso. So the kids run out from their hiding place. They run through a doggy door. Danny's leg is grabbed by a trooper. Go or we'll both be caught, he shouts to Anna. And then finally they start killing. The twins use their powers to fire the cop that's holding onto Danny's legs backwards all the way across the room.
Yeah.
And he sort of slams painfully into some stuff. Then they're caught by 2 more cops and are dragged back to the cop car. But when they get there, they find Xander with the bonnet up and he's like sabotaged the engine. And then the cops forget what they're supposed to be doing and chase Xander, the pesky engine sabotager.
Engine tamperer. Yeah, he sort of leads them on a merry chase around the area.
Yeah.
The other cop is like, wait, we should probably be catching these kids, but too late. They've already driven away in the flatbed of Bruno's truck.
Mm-hmm. The truck that they were found on originally.
Yeah.
Why is it here? Have we seen Bruno? No, I don't know.
It was a coincidence, I think.
Cosmic. It was the mountain magnets or something.
There are no coincidences on Witch Mountain.
No.
Everyone knows everything and there are no coincidences.
Yeah. At the house, at the Bolt mansion, some kids are just always going to be runaways, the sheriff tells Mr. Bolt. No one is on these kids' side. Mm-hmm. Everyone believes still that Mr. Bolt is a kindly gentleman.
A kindly philanthropist of children.
The sheriff is told by a lackey that they've ID'd the truck and it belongs to an old hermit, Radagast the Brown from the mountains. Meanwhile, the reporter, Amy from Futurama, is like, hey, Mr. Bolt, why would anybody flee this mega mansion? It seems like a nice place to live, isn't it? And he sort of aggressively dismisses her, the cracks starting to show.
Yeah.
And he heads for the mountain with the cops.
Also, didn't you say that those kids were sick? Why would sick kids run away? She's a bit suspicious now. The chief gets a call about the kids being sighted with an old hermit on a mountain. Amy from Futurama says she's coming too. And then Mr. Bolt fastballs her truck keys into the middle distance and shouts, if you were a parent, you'd understand.
It's the only good line in the film. And I'm not sure it was good on purpose. Okay, so heading up to the mountain are Mr. Bolt, the sheriff, Luther, more cops, and the teacher, Mrs. Brown, and the reporter is close behind. We see all of the other orphans are left unattended in Mr. Bolt's mansion. And it's not like the camera doesn't linger as if to say, oh, all these orphans unattended. I bet they'll be playing with the toys and eating all the food and having a fun time.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, just so no one thought to stay with the children. Fine.
No, well, Mrs. Brown leaves and she says, you stay here with the driver.
Yeah.
But then we know that Luther leaves as well. So they are unsupervised. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. On a dirt road, we see the truck stop and the driver, Radagast the Brown, hop out. He stomps into a weird Radagast cave.
Yeah.
He's still dressed like a wizard. He gets an axe and then he stomps off into the wilderness. You should know, listener, that there's 15 minutes left of this film, but about 50% of the plot is still to come.
So Bruno emerges from the cave. He stalks up the mountain holding an axe. He's one of the witches. Let's get out of here, says Danny. But Anna really wants to go inside his murder cave for reasons that are unclear.
The mountain told her. She just has a feeling. I just know. Let in the
in
light.
My heart. Let in the light. Think of your heart. Listen to your heart.
I've been accident.
So she runs into the murder cave. Bruno returns with a branch, brandishing the axe still. He goes into the cave. Danny's like, oh no. And then he hears like screaming coming from inside.
Yeah.
And he knows he can't let his sister be axed to death by Radagast the Brown.
And his sled of hairs. So he runs in. Inside, we see inside, the hermit cave is absolutely filled with stacks of papers, like dozens and dozens of stacks of papers. Why? We're not going to find out. It's also all candlelit, like he's trying to make a mood.
Yeah, it looks like a sort of Pirates of the Caribbean grotto in here.
Yes. The hermit chases Danny around. The hermit is just kind of making grunting noises. He doesn't seem to be able to speak or want to speak. Yeah. We want to be your friends, Danny mutters. You don't want to hurt us. We can sense it, Anna thinks. And then the hermit, who hasn't said a single word, starts slamming his axe into random objects. So I guess that's how they know that he's a true friend.
Yeah.
When he's all tired out from slamming his axe into stuff, he sits down and the children stand on either side of him.
Yeah. When he's all axed out.
They're like, we love you, Mr. Hermit.
I remember you, says Anna. You're the guy that separated us. It happened at Witch Mountain. That's why we were so scared of it. We need you, says Danny.
The hermit says nothing and does nothing. Then Danny says, we need your help. And in voiceover, Zoe chimes in and says, by facing their fears, they had made a new friend.
If you say so, Zoe.
If you say so. All this guy's done is spin around grunting and then axed a load of stuff, and then he's like sat down looking confused. That's
like
it.
Leatherface at the end of Texas Chainsaw, just like wheeling around with his chainsaw.
Like if you approached Leatherface when he was exhausted from swinging his axe around and you were like, we need your help, Leatherface, then briefly the VO could come in and be like, by facing his fears, Luke had made a new friend. Oh no, he's being chainsawed in half.
It's being bisected with a chainsaw. Now, Leatherface, I know you're all tired out, but it's very important you help me and my brother get up Witch Mountain. Why? We're alien twins. Oh, okay. We were alien twins. I guess I'm just an alien now. So Zoe is still talking in VO. For years, I had been avoiding the mysterious circle where I first saw the babies.
What?
Now I knew I had
No.
to go back, she says.
The mysterious circle was by the bins. How could you have avoided it? You were putting out the trash in your diner where you
to put the bins.
It was literally like 5 yards from the bin store behind this diner. She's like, I'd been avoiding that circle.
The mysterious circle by the
And not only had she never been there, but she'd also never looked out of a window and must have had her eyes closed when she put the bins out, because now she goes to look at it and she goes to the circle and sits down, and the circle is covered with light brown soil and has 2 bunches of flowers growing from it where the children landed.
The children, fertilised the lawn or something to cause flowers to grow there.
Children dropped space pollen.
She says, kids, I don't know your names, but I hope your spirits are still here.
Oh, my.
I've written, Jesus, Zoe, they're not dead. God, she is such a dipshit.
And then, suddenly appearing out of thin air, is popular character Waldo Fudd. He pops into existence. My note is, he's dressed like he's playing Willy Wonka in a high school production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or like a grape soda mascot. He's just sort of entirely purple, fancy, irritating.
Yeah, I've written, obviously I can't say this on the podcast, but he's dressed like a Batman villain called the Grapist.
It's a good workaround to say, obviously I can't say this on the podcast.
Yeah.
He's just purple top. Oh man, it's just, I think we've described it accurately.
Purple tuxedo with tails and a top hat, and he looks ridiculous.
Yeah, he's twirling a purple cane and he says, "You're sincere, aren't you?" in a sort of wizardly way. And he tells Zoe that she can help the kids by going to the mountain now. You'll see why, he says, and then vanishes.
In a cloud of purple smoke, yeah.
Yeah. It's not very alien, is it? It's a bit more it's a bit more like children's party magician.
It's a kind of Mr. Mixel-Pit-like kind of thing, right? It's like this kind of puckish sprite.
Yeah. Cut to the mountain. The kids walk with Radagast the Brown. They ask him where his family is. He says nothing and does nothing, and they all climb in his truck. We also see that Xander is heading up the mountain in a golf cart with a cop.
With the lady cop from earlier for some reason.
Yeah.
Zoe is also there. She runs up and she says, I've been waiting 9 years for this. She gets in with them. It was such an amazing feeling, like I'd known them forever. We were together now. The mysterious connection, she says.
Yes.
Okay, so now in play, 2 more cop cars with sirens on. The kids and Radagast the Brown and Zoe drive into the tunnel from Back to the Future, and cops step out of the bus in front of them, blocking the exit. The other 2 cop cars block the entrance to the tunnel. They're now trapped in the middle.
Barricaded inside.
Yeah.
Bolt gets out of a cop car and says, "Daddy's here," in a way that could only be construed as extremely evil.
Yep.
How, you're wondering, can they possibly escape to Witch Mountain now?
We're giving you 30 seconds to come out of that truck.
Don't worry, we'll figure a way out of this.
Right, it's good to be optimistic.
10 seconds to come out peacefully. 9, 8,
Let's use the light.
7, 6, 5.
So the twins in the car touch hands and they do the light and it makes the truck lift off the ground. Everyone reacts as you'd expect by going like, ooh. Mm-hmm. Then the car drops to the floor. We don't have enough power, Anna says. These two kids who were expected to dynamite a mountain.
But you've forgotten that everyone is actually an alien and they all have the power. They've just forgotten to use it because they became assholes.
That's right. They're not of nature.
Everyone in the car, Radagast the Brown, Zoe, Anna and Danny, they all join hands. And
it's so funny. They all hold hands. They tell Radagast the Brown that he needs to hold hands and he says and does nothing. He just sort of extends his hand and they're all like, we knew then that he was our best friend.
We knew then that he was a true and loyal friend. He says nothing and does nothing.
And then purple light goes, wee-oo, and the truck lifts off the ground. Gary's mod _truck _01.png.
Keyframes awkwardly out of the tunnel.
And it floats over the cops and it blasts off into the sky like a spaceship.
Yeah, it drops a big bucket of black goo onto Mr. Bolt's head as it goes.
And he's like, Xander starts like hiking up the mountain. He says, they're going to the Witch's Shoulder, which we're told is a part of the mountain there are no roads to. You can only walk there.
Yeah.
The teacher approaches Mr. Bolt and says, your chauffeur told me everything about your plans to use psychic dynamite to mine uranium.
Yeah.
He had these kids under lock and key and planned to exploit their power, she says disapprovingly.
Yeah.
The sheriff is like, I've heard enough and arrests Mr. Bolt.
He claps Mr. Bolt in irons and he is led away. Luther gets fired, but he's like, I quit anyway. I'm going to go where I belong, up a mountain.
Yeah.
With my twin, Radagast the Brown. The police chief also starts climbing the mountain. So now climbing the mountain are Xander, Mrs. Brown, the owner of the orphanage, the police chief, Luther the chauffeur, plus going up it in a magic car Anna, Danny, Radagast the Brown and Zoe.
Oh my God, I hate this film. Okay, the flying car lands in a clearing atop Witch Mountain. They find the great grape Fizvolio soda magician telling a load of randos up there to form a circle. How are all these people here? Who cares? I guess they all sort of walked up the mountain in a separate off-camera pilgrimage, but no one noticed, even though there's only one track up to the top of the mountain or whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone here is a twin. It's like loads and loads of twins.
Yeah.
And Anna and Danny get at the back of the queue of twins.
They're like, how come you don't have a twin? They say to Purple Wonka. And he says, I do. He's up there in space.
Then he reaches into the sky with a purple gloved hand and a big purple cylinder descends. Anna helpfully explains to Danny that his twin is on the other side, so that's why there's a big purple cylinder.
So people start to walk into the purple cylinder and rise up into the sky, going 2 by 2.
Yeah, as if held by fishing lines.
Radagast the Brown gestures that he too would like to ascend into alien heaven.
Because any moment the cops are going to catch up with all of his axe murders.
Purple Wonka says that you can't go alone. You need someone else to make the light with you. What about you, Zoe? Say the kids. No, says Zoe. Someone has to stay and tell the story.
Somebody has to stay and tell the story is probably what I would say as well. If someone suggested that I should go into the purple dimension forever with Radagast the Brown. Hey, why don't you touch Radagast and go to the twin dimension with him and live in
bonded to him for all eternity in the twin dimension.
Live in the bubble planet beyond time or whatever.
Yeah, the two of you will get smashed together into a single organism.
No, someone should stay and tell this story.
Someone must tell this good story.
And 2 sequels. Anyway,
and a rock spin-off.
Then Xander and the teacher arrive.
You really are a superhero.
So are you, Xander. My turn to give you a present. Now you have it too.
I'll never forget about you.
I gotta go.
So she just gives under the power.
Yeah.
I guess that's something that can happen.
Yes. Now you have it too. Hope you like being dissected, Santa.
I promised the US government one alien. Black Hawk helicopter arrives. A bag is put over Xander's head.
Good news, Mr. Bolt. There is still one orphan who you can adopt.
Who you can dissect.
And mine uranium with.
So Luther arrives and sees Bruno. Can you hear me? It's you, they think at each other. Brother, I thought you were a dream. They hug each other.
Yeah.
They're twins, says Danny. I was wondering when those two were going to show up, says Purpleman.
What?
They've been missing the ride home for 45 years now.
They were the ones who discovered us, say Danny and Anna. We're all drawn together, says Purple Wonka. It's in the stars, which doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
He tells Danny and Anna to go last to seal the gateway, brackets question mark.
Mm-hmm.
He has to stay to welcome the next tour group. Tour group? Why are two babies on a tour group? And why does the tour drop them with amnesia in the middle of nowhere?
I've always wanted to go on a tour of Brazil. So when I was born, I was dropped in an alley in Rio de Janeiro
with baby amnesia.
Yeah. And then I grew up in the favelas for 9 years. It was good.
It's okay. Then, yeah, just don't let babies go on your tours. Or I don't. So the sheriff is here and he looks at it and says, "It's a miracle." And then Annie and Dana are led into the circle and they touch hands, but nothing happens. "Why isn't this working?" asks Danny. "Are you scared?" says Anna. "I just don't know what it's going to feel like," says Danny. "How do you know we'll even like it up there?" he says. And then she says that she's scared too, and that's what's fun, the mystery. Nothing bad can happen, we're together again.
Yeah.
I mean, they could get separated. It seems like it wouldn't be that hard.
Or, you don't know what's going on up there. It could be a Nope situation. They could be getting all minced up in the cloud.
Yeah, this could be the mincer.
Yeah.
Purple Wonka could be sending them straight up into an alien's maw.
Into an alien mincer.
"Don't be afraid, use your heart," she whispers.
Use your heart, I bring you love. They rise up into the purple cylinder and they disappear. Zoe comes in now and she says, "So that's the amazing mystery.
Doubts.
The light carried us down here many years ago, and now we've forgotten about it." The end.
Amazing. The film ends with an appeal to camera by Zoe to admit that you, viewer, are also an alien.
So partially responsible for this.
It's like, you lost the light. Have you ever thought that you don't fit in? It's because you're an alien. She says, "I'm not afraid of the mountain anymore because I know inside the old witch is a princess and she's been smiling down on me all along."
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
The mountain had nothing to do with anything.
Inside the old witch.
Inside the witch is uranium.
Inside the witch is valuable uranium.
And it's been smiling down on me all along. The end.
I think the amount of uranium in Witch Mountain could possibly explain the events of this film.
Everyone's suffering from uranium poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So that was Escape to Witch Mountain.
It's basically the stupidest, worst film in the world.
It's the stupidest, worst film in the world. Mum Can't Cook a DCOM podcast. Oh, God.
Does that thing where somehow the story is unbelievably boring and simple, and yet it's still quite hard to follow, and you can't. I was really confused when they got in the car with Brad Dourif. I was like, "Oh, so Brad Dourif doesn't live in the woods anymore, I guess." But then
there are so many Brad Dourifs in this movie. It's hard to keep
the
track.
most Brad Dourifs on stage. Never before seen amount of Brad Dourifs. Also, what are they? Where did they come from? Why are they here?
Where are they going back to?
Where are they going back to? Are they going back to their parents?
Why
did their parents drop them in a portal? Why did that happen?
If everyone's an alien, why do only some of them go back? There's only about maximum 20 people here.
Yeah.
What about other twins? There's lots of twins.
And you can only go back every 9 years. Then no one would go.
But also they're like, is it an alien planet or is it a parallel dimension? They say both and they're not the same thing.
They do. They do. Look, it's very, very fun to watch little Erik von Detten and little Sam Horrigan and little Elizabeth Moss. They're all, giving it their all and they're charismatic leads. But my word. It
is not what I expected from a movie called Escape to Witch Mountain. I thought there'd be a fucking witch in it, for one.
Yeah, and then when I realised it was about aliens, I don't know, I was expecting... I mean, the sort of USP of this movie should be that there are these twins who have psychic alien powers, and they use them for mischief and to escape...
And fun.
And fun, and to, escape the orphanage and to confound the evil Mr. Bolt. But they do basically no powers stuff. They just mostly get, carted around on flatbeds for the whole film.
By various Brad Dourifs.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not... I mean, yeah, it's good when Danny shoots that one psychic knife at a lock and explodes it. That's pretty choice.
Could have used more of that.
Yeah.
Viewer, do you Escape to Witch Mountain?
No, don't admit it if you do.
Tell us.
Take it to your grave would be my advice. Deathbed confession. I Escape to Witch Mountain brackets 1995.
A pillow is pressed firmly over the face.
You've shamed the family.
It's better this way.
If you have something to say about Escape to or from the race to Witch Mountain...
You got something to say.
You got something to say? Come over to our email and say
it to our face.
Yeah, say it to our inbox at momcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. Andy, can I read you an email that we were sent?
Yes, please.
This comes via Oren and Sam, who write, "Hello, Luke and Andy. My partner and I just wanted to thank you for keeping us entertained while moving house. We got through a vast majority of the back catalogue while packing, unpacking, painting, repainting because we f***ed up, and assembling furniture. We ended up listening to Luck of the Irish twice during this trial." Why? Were you not having a bad enough time? And as an Irish person, I just need it to be known that visiting a crisp factory on a school trip was the most accurate part of that movie. At least twice as a child was I taken on a school trip to Tayto Castle, which is the big crisp factory in Northern Ireland.
Lucky.
The whole thing smelt overwhelmingly of starch. And the mascot scared the hell out of me. They did give us free crisps, though, so at least there was that. Yeah, I would think that the bare minimum that you could get is some free crisps. If you go to the crisp factory.
May I have a crisp? No.
No, you buy them in the gift shop.
There'll be no free crisps here at the Tayto Crisp Factory.
You'll have eaten Taytos before, Andy.
Certainly have, yeah.
They're delicious, but I was not aware that you could do a big tour around the factory, but you can.
Yeah.
I watched a video about the tour, and that there is indeed a huge Tayto mascot who...
I have to do this now.
The Tayto mascot is barring entry to the secret recipes room.
If you try and go in, he beats your ass.
Yeah.
We even have a secret flavour room for this special flavour, guarded by our very own Mr. Tato. Popular snacks we create at the castle include lip-smacking salt and vinegar spirals, crunchy onion rings, and tongue-tingling spicy bikers.
So if you want spicy bikers, head on down to Tayto Castle.
You can get beaten up by a potato in a top hat. Apparently, it looks like.
Yeah, it's the dream. Thanks very much for that, Oren and Sam. A lovely email.
So, Luke, you're probably wondering what DCOM we're going to be watching next.
Tell me now.
Podcast. Luke, we will be watching 2008's The Cheetah Girls One World. That's right.
Oh,
Cheetah Girls 3.
Oh, yeah. Finally.
It's a Paul Hohen joint. I will now read you the description.
Wait. Is this the Cheetah Girl? Is this the first one without...
It's the first one without Raven Simone.
Simone's not in this one. Okay. All right.
Here's the description.
Okay.
The Cheetah Girls, named Chanel, Dorinda and Aqua, land in India in order to star in a Bollywood movie. However, their excitement ends when they learn that they must compete against one another.
However, the excitement ends. The excitement ends because Raven
because the
isn't
movie
there.
begins.
Yeah. Okay, I'm excited for this. This is very... I'm expecting a significant dip in quality from Cheetah Girls 2, which, to be fair, was a bit of a banger as I remember it.
Let me show you my Barcelona.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's the bit that's really stuck with me.
Yeah.
Let me show you my Barcelona.
The Metropolitan Museum of Art, the airport, and many other delights.
Okay. If you want more Mom Can't Cook and you don't want to wait a fortnight for Cheetah Girls One World or whatever it was called, then simply don't wait. Instead, go to patreon.com/extra helpings and sign up to the bonus podcast feed. That's right. If you just listen to Mom Can't Cook on the main feed, you're only getting half the story and you're not getting all the content that you could be, friend. you need to be listening to our recaps of Erie, Indiana, which is a paranormal kids TV show that we've just started. And there is a whole 3 seasons of another paranormal kids show called So Weird. If you've never seen or heard of those shows, it will not affect your enjoyment of the podcast. In fact, it may enhance it, because you're starting from the place of a person whose life is better because you never watched So Weird or Erie, Indiana.
Yeah, it's a great time. So patreon.com/extra helpings if you want to sign up to that. We also have merch at momcan'tcookmerch.com if you would like to show your support for Mom Can't Cook on your body with a t-shirt.
Do it.
Or similar item of clothing or merchandise. So Mom Can't Cook merch. Check that out.
Okay, Andy. I still have reason to believe that we might be alien twins.
Yep.
The evidence is stacking up.
Yep.
And I suggest that we once more get close.
Yep.
And
getting
touch.
close.
Get closer.
Okay.
Closer.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, we appear to be kissing.
Oh. Okay, but wait, what's that? Some sort of blue cylinder has appeared in the room.
Oh, there it is. What do we do now? Put uranium in it?
Yeah, I guess we could try detonating it with our minds.
Okay, all right. Should we detonate uranium? How could I do this?
There's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Deputy Luke, busy day here at the Witch Mountain Sheriff's Department. We've got a lot of calls coming in about alien activity around town. Like, for example, we've got Business Corgi, Duchess, Jeebus, Piers Jones, Clint Hannah Lopez, Smash Savannah Burger Boys and Girl, Andy's parents, Travelling Chip Salesman, Alex and Daisy and Bailey too, Chris Pryor, Crescentia Che and Courtney Rail. They have called in to say that Erik von Detten levitated some mash into their hair at dinner time. Oh. They're not happy about it.
He didn't, did he?
They want him accosted and arrested and pounded.
Well, maybe we can roll it in with this request from Quinn is Teething, Prince Reynart, Michael Hayden, Philip Stevens, Rhyme Edema, Zora Stingray, Autumn Holloway and Paul Stokes. They say that Val from Brink is, well, he can't do any magic, can he? He's having mash levitated at him as well. Oh. He's a victim also.
Okay, so they just want him helped.
They want him helped.
I think we all help do. This Val. Help him.
Help Val.
Okay,
help
well,
him.
Line 2 is lighting up. Paul Stevens, Hef, Hannah Kirchner, come back here, you gremlins. Cody Ralph, Chase Baker, Danny Cap, Matt S, and Cois. They're calling in to say that a man dressed all in purple is standing up the mountain, beckoning to people and smiling and pointing at the sky. Is that a crime? Let me check the statute books. It could be a crime. It may well be a crime. Should be a crime.
Carl Clev, Andy Meany, Michael Olsen, Danny Bowyer, Snowy Owl, John Sharplin, Seish, Elizabeth and Adi Muller have called in to say that aliens have gotten into their flatbed trucks and are hiding under the tarps.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah. Pretty serious. The best thing to do is to jump up and down on the tarp and squash those aliens.
Yeah, just until they stop moving and making sounds, then you know you're good to stop. Okay, let me check. Hang on, we got a call coming in. Yeah. It's popular character Travis, Christoph, Andrea Pallas, Simon Ganzel, Louise Lola, Anna Petahova, Dave Goddard, Hypermole, and the Monk. They're calling to say that they've seen a flying truck being driven by 2 separate Brad Dourifs.
Oh my word.
It's unclear which ones is possibly Chucky and Wormtongue, which would be the worst possible situation for the town. So
sounds narratively baffling. Wow,
yeah, we would have to keep an eye on that situation as it unfolds.
Elsewhere here we've got Tony B, Daniel Rogers, Nurse Jake, Ben from Finance, E.T., Jack Fabian, Crapolio, Richard Martin and Alan St. George. They're reporting that babies are being beamed into all of their gardens. The babies are wearing sweet, adorable, matching jumpsuits, but they are talking in a sort of irritating, sickly, sweet, echoey way, telepathically, I should say. So I guess we'll go scoop them up and just sort of frisbee them into a load of different trucks that are driving off in random directions.
Yeah, that should sort it. That should solve the problem forever.
Back to each other.
Yeah. Okay, next call we have here is from Plimed Knightley, Lucas Johnson, Keith Hall, Angel Beat, Autumn Archon, Adam Steele, and Limited Patience brackets Kiz. They're calling in reports that they saw Erik von Detten telepathically communicating with a horse, which I believe we've told him not to. So
we told him to try and cut down, I think.
That's annoying. We told him not to and he's doing it.
Julian Rundle, Lord of the Salt Doctrine, Adam Snig, Brendan Brazer, Andrew the Osteogent, Moist Drippings, Mike Kavanagh, and Mouse Hunt is Peak. They say that their precious deposits of uranium have been dynamited by psychic children and are currently being extracted from the mountain. I'm sorry about that. We'll get all your uranium back onto your property ASAP.
Okay, I'm getting your call now. Will Thomas, Danny Ward, Blake Who Needs to Sleep, Lenny Cropper, Eclair, Will Pohoretsky, Garfield.wmv, and Michael Saul. They said they saw two kids holding hands and they detonated the Witch Mountain diner with their minds.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's pretty rough. But at least it's not the mountain. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the mountain.
No, not the precious mountain.
No, all my uranium was in there.
I know. Meanwhile, Jambo number 5, Clarky the bearded coach driver, Carl Bain, Brandon Plesh, Tim Craven, Minnie, Tilly Everroa, Sarah Mattix, and Lizelle have written in with a noise complaint. Apparently, kids are walking around with duck calls, going constantly.
When will this madness end?
I don't know. It's some kind of Marco Polo type game, but it doesn't make any sense. All right, we'll send some folks round.
We'll get on that. And okay, as we head to the squad car, Cara Dennison, Z-Man, The Best of Rue left hours ago, Ash, Ethan Pearson, Purple Disarray, Homemade Mask, Book Monster, Sea Hunter, and a Lettuce Merman. They've called in to say that they saw some film crews remaking this film 3 times around town. So, we've got to shut that down.
Then, some of these calls will be prank calls, won't they?
Yeah, 3 times.
No way. There's absolutely no way.
No way that's happening. But just in case.
Nice try.
Just in case.
Nice try, pranksters.
Drive on down there and catch everyone in a big net.
We should check on The Rock. Make sure he's not remaking or sequeling this.
Well, how are we going to stop him? It's massive.
Oh, yeah, good point.